experience was like. But you also spoke of gratitude. And apart from the individual heroes who shone out during those terrible days, there was also one institution that all of India has realized it owes so much to. And we are talking about our National Security Guards. We have over here on stage with us Colonel Lalit Rai. He is a third generation army person. He was awarded by the President the Veer Chakra. He was also one of the front leaders in the Kargil War when he commanded the 111 Gorkha Rifles. And Colonel Lalit Rai has a unique perception of what it's like to be in the line of duty, in the call of duty. And even while we welcome and facilitate him, I think we need to hear a little bit about what he has to say to us. Colonel Lalit Rai.
I think we have a very young crowd out there, but I see the Josh missing. Good evening, everybody. That's good. Before I start on, I must first clarify Vaibhavi's little mystery about that man who slept through the complete ordeal. He surely was a married man for more than 10 years. That's on the lighter side. But the fact of the issue is, being an army man for over 32 years, I have faced bullets, be it from the militant's gun, be it from the insurgents, or from the Pakistanis. I had the unique privilege of facing lead of all kinds. They say people attract, the merchants attract diamonds, the rich corporates attract gold and money. We attracted a lot of lead, and we still thrived. Now this interesting phenomena of terrorism. I was just telling someone that terrorism is a very, very complex phenomenon. It's not as simple as you think it is. The solution also is not as simple where you take the gun and keep shooting down each and every leader or terrorist that you see. Because every terrorist you shoot down physically, there will be 10 more rising up, because he has a son, he has an uncle, he has a niece, he's got a nephew, he's related to so many people, and they in turn become antagonized because their kin is killed and they become terrorists. So that's not the solution. And in a scale of 1 and 10, if you ask me, what is the role of the military in counter-terrorism or to bring down terrorism, I would say it's just 3. 3. Because to tackle a phenomenon like terrorism, you require much more. You require political will. You require the economic might. You require the social support. You require the science and technology to beat it. You require the military to give you a favorable situation. And over and above that, you require something called a national character. You require something called a devotion, awareness, tolerance, compassion. So it's a whole package. So it's very unfair to think that the military with their guns blazing will come and finish terrorism. They say there is no point waging a war against the terrorist. If you have to wage a war, wage it against the ideology for which the terrorist stands. I did that quite successfully in my small battle in the small area of 4,600 square kilometers in Jammu and Kashmir, Doda district, where I was commanding the Rashtriya Rifle battalions with almost about 2,000 men and more paramilitary forces, about 5,000 people, controlling 512 villages. There, I combined all these effects, and whenever I captured any terrorist, the first thing I did was attack what he believed so firmly. And I confused him. And with the result, the highest number of elimination was from my battalion. The highest number of people surrendering, the militant surrendering, was from my battalion. That is but a small, small success story. When you have a porous border of thousands of kilometers with the type of climatic conditions and difficult terrain conditions, which is a punishment to be there, minus 32 degrees Celsius, minus 40 degrees Celsius, you are in isolation away from your families for years. The whole area is porous. You can get hordes and hordes of them coming through at any time. And expecting the army to stop all these people is totally unfair. Besides this, I think the other type of infiltration that's taking place, which is more serious in nature today, is not from the borders. It's not from these porous borders. It is from the airports with proper passports issued. The names may be pseudo, but he is a militant. We had a recent case where this person was here, he was mingling with the who's who. And he moved around with total impunity. And in a scenario and a situation like this, I think it's high time we all wake up, understand our responsibilities, and do something about it. People keep asking, what can we do? We don't have weapons. I say you don't require weapons. You saw that clip over there. A little awareness could avoid a little bit of a disaster there. Similarly, if all of us are aware, if all of us are committed, and if all of us do what we are supposed to do, I'm sure the problem would be quite handled or faced in detail. And please remember, the absence of war is not peace. It's definitely not peace. You know, by taking part in those slogan cheering people over there and bringing raising those flags, yes, you can bring some amount of concern and some attention to a particular issue that you people are maybe putting across. But will it be enough? It is just a small gesture on your part which might be noticed. Yes, there is an issue over here. But the greater issue is when you come home, when you are there away, you are just a small person who's trying to put up an issue. When you come home, you are a giant in front of your child. Your child sees you as God, as a giant. And what you do, he or she observes and sees. And if there is peace within you, and if there is character within you, you have the value, the compassion, and the yearn or the for peace, the child also inculcates all these qualities. And this is how you multiply and then bring in certain amount of tolerance in terms of religion, tolerance for other people's way of life, compassion spreads, and then you get peace. And finally, as an army man who's seen so much of bloodshed, I have seen my very, very close kith and kin die in front of me, their bodies mangled beyond recognition, broken and contorted in absolute angles which I would not even think of or imagine. All I can say is, though by profession the army, we pick up the weapons, but I'm sure 99% of us are for peace. We love that. And I repeat what Jimi Hendrix had said. He says, you will get peace the day the power of love overcomes your love for power. You will get peace. Thank you so much.